Hello, I'm Andy, and here is your weekly horoscope from Sunday, the 15th of January, up to Saturday, the 21st of January, and especially for you coming from Scorpio. If I may have just 2 minutes of your time, this is my email. Send me this email if you wish to know your next 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and most importantly, based on your palms. Your palms are very powerful. They belong to the energy of the soul. Who do you think is changing all these lines and signs for palmists to read them as life goes on? If you like to play lotteries, I'll show you how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers. It's a system using the energies of the third eye and the aura. And I will also show you your lucky colors, lucky gemstones, lucky days, lucky directions. We'll talk more about that later. So, the 15th of January, Sunday, for you coming from Scorpio, is not a good morning and afternoon. Arguments and quarrels and differences of opinion, not being on the same wavelength with people you are with, that is the main problem. And that's how it starts with arguments and quarrels. So, avoid trying to be the opposition. If you don't have to listen to whatever other people say, if it's all nonsensical, just don't accept it by moving away, whether at home or whether anywhere else. And accidents are also possible. Accidents are always not only physical, they can be verbal accidents, they can be financial accidents, they can be just disagreements which turn to fights. So be careful, that is also planned to happen in the morning, afternoon. So what you have to do is to take the soft approach in everything possible, whether at home, whether at work, whether in business, whether anywhere. Otherwise, it's going to turn from bad to worse, hour by hour. Avoid company that is bad because a bad bonding can appear, which means that you come under the influence of bad people you are with. So avoid that. And if you find a romance on this 15th of January, take your time, don't rush into it. Bad planets send bad people. Evening and nightfall, you coming from Scorpio improves quite a bit. At least the area of communication improves quite a bit. So you can now meet people to converse on the net, on the phone, or anywhere, or even personally. I see many money planets in the evening and nightfall. So that shows a chance to improve your life, job wise, business wise, money wise. So take the effort. Speak to these people, send them emails, ask favors, meet them, and you will see that something comes about. Some of these nasty morning planets will come to see you in the evening nightfall, just one or two of them. So try your best to be on the same wavelength as the people you meet for the evening nightfall. Avoid the quarrelsome state and just try to be as flexible as you can, negotiable. 16th January, Monday. This now is a totally bad day. Morning and afternoon accidents are seen, and accidents where you work could be the mistakes you make or the arguments you have or showing your bad temper that can lead to verbal accidents, personality accidents. Don't try to do that with your bosses or your managers or whoever controls the place where you work. If you are in business, you can be cheated very easily. Don't listen to all the offers made to you in this morning, afternoon. Don't sign any contracts. Don't leave your money with anybody. You can be cheated very fast. And also accidents, which are physical. So drive around very carefully. So these accidents are always in three areas: the physical, the emotional, the mental. And so be careful, that can happen. At your place of work, you can be blamed for something suddenly. In your business, it can be a hefty, bad decision you make. So be part of a team is safer. Evening and nightfall remains bad. Remains bad because you are emotionally not happy. You're not on the same wavelength as people. But there's a planet there that says you can meet somebody unexpectedly because the day is bad. Just take your time. Don't go bonding with that person too quickly. Just take your time and see what happens. Don't be too expectant of anything so much the whole day, especially evening and nightfall, because you're going to be disappointed. That is the plan. You should fail. That's the plan. So lie low. Don't expose yourself to risk. 17th of January, Tuesday. Now comes a pretty good morning, afternoon. The planets of knowledge, the planets of wisdom. They want you to get more knowledge, more wisdom. You may decide to go back to school in a way, or learn a new trade, or improve the trade that you're in. You'll have that kind of feeling. Go for it. Make the move to see how you can improve the physical, the mental, and the emotional side. Hour by hour, these wonderful planets are slow and steady, so be patient. They will bring good news for you in one way or another to solidify all that you're trying to do. But evening and nightfall turns bad. Bad that accidents again can happen. Emotional accidents, physical accidents, financial accidents. Not going out would be the remedy. But if you have to be out, plans already made, you may find somebody on an emotional level you are interested in. My advice would be either don't or don't dive into it at least. Meet the people and don't get too excited about them. Also, accident can mean financial accidents. You also are in danger of being cheated financially throughout the whole day and more so in the evening nightfall. So don't trust people with schemes where you can part with your money. 18th of January, Wednesday. At last, you've got 24 hours, which are very, very good. These planets of the morning afternoon are some of your best planets. They give you the chance to solidify all that you want to do. So there's a firming up. Where you work, you'll get good news. Where you do business, you can get good news. Chasing for that romance, you'll get good news. With a family, good news. Have lunch with somebody that you want to bond with, and that bonding will be marvelous. These planets are very determined to get you what you want. So they make you go helter skelter, go want what you want. Why don't you take the soft approach? Use words which are soft, a tone of voice which is soft, body language which is soft. You'll do even that better. Evening and nightfall also good. These are slow planets, but they are wonderful planets. So hour by hour in the evening nightfall, you get luckier and luckier. On top of that, some of these wonderful morning planets will help you as well to get you what you want. So dress well, look good, be materialistically clever. What do you want? Is it for the job, business? Go see people for that. Is it for the business? Go see people for that. Is it the romance? Well, go. And if it's making your family happy, you'll know what to do. It's going to end a beautiful evening nightfall. 19th of January, Thursday. The ego planets are around in the morning, afternoon. They make you egoistic, they make you oversensitive to any kind of criticism. Tell yourself ego has no place in business or in job. So bring that down to a level of sometimes swallowing your pride. So don't be overly conscious that you may be insulted when you're not even insulted. These ego planets will give problems where you work in the place of not being able to handle your responsibilities because nobody will want to work for you or work with you. In business, you'll be too fussy and you lose the opportunities. So, what can you do? Just improve your tolerance, improve your teamwork, and move along gently. Don't commit yourself to anything. Evening and nightfall, much better. Now the planets are more solid, and so you have the chance to get things into action. So, morning, afternoon, listen, listen. Don't plan it anything yet. And at work, be careful, don't show your ego. In business, don't show your ego either. Evening and nightfall, much better. The chances of you getting what you want are much, much stronger. Trouble is, I see ego planets there as well. So these ego planets may make you retaliate by showing a very bad temper and being very aggressive in your actions. So don't want to do that. How do you not do that? Take the soft approach. Use words which are soft, a tone of voice which is soft, the body language which is soft. And you get what you want without trampling on toes, without ruffling feathers. 20th of January, Friday. This is not a good morning, afternoon. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Firstly, in the emotional side of your life, bad news was to come. Is it the marriage? Is it the love affair? It tends to go astray, meaning that it weakens and weakens. It's all up to you to stop it. If you show your ego, then the situation will become worse. Why do I mention ego on this 20th of January, Friday? Because some ego planets are waiting for you in the evening nightfall. Some of them will come to disturb you in the morning, afternoon. So your emotional problems can be added into trouble with the ego planets, which makes things much worse. How? Because you won't back off. So the emotional side in your life, you have to be very careful. If you're at work or if you're in business, you got to separate the emotional side from the realistic, logical side. Very important. You may emotionally have outbursts where you work. That would be disrupting your work. That would be insulting people. That would be make you pay badly. You may also get bad news about a romance or marriage may be trouble. Well, keep that undercover because at work, you're supposed to work. There's danger of you're not fulfilling your responsibilities. And you may be blamed very badly where you work or make terrible mistakes where you do business, very regrettable. So focus, 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 and logic, logic, logic. Evening and nightfall, the ego planets are all there. They make you stubborn, they make you dominating, and they make you oversensitive to anything said. It's a recipe for disaster because you're going to flare up now and then. One way would be just not going out. The other way would be to go out without your ego. Program yourself to say, I'm going out for this purpose, whether for the job, whether for the new business, whether to meet people, whether chasing for the romance, and leave your ego behind. That way would be better. 21st of January is Saturday. This is a wonderful morning afternoon. Big plans, big planets. They are all there to introduce you to connecting with big, powerful people or with the opportunity of just getting on to do something on a bigger scale. Well, if you're not working on this 21st January, Saturday morning afternoon, call people you can be with, talk to them about your plans, sell yourself, and you will see that you will do well. One way or another, there's growth, there's expansion waiting to happen. And dress well because you could meet people who are important, who may help you in the material side of life, job and business. Evening and nightfall becomes bad. Emotional planets are there. These emotional planets can also affect your job, your business, your finances because they take away the focus. So, whoever you are with in the evening nightfall, emotional side, take it in your stride. Don't want to make it worse by being dominating and stubborn and also argumentative. Leave the company if something bad happens and go home would be better. Or just don't go out at all. That's the way I do it. If it's a bad evening nightfall, I won't go out. And I'm at home very safe in my own surroundings. So that's the way your week is. Now, if I may have another 2 minutes of your time to talk to you about a 90-minute session, is for your own good. This 90-minute session is to show you how your next 9 years are going to be. It's very important because we can't go blindly into a new calendar year, into a new age. So I'll tell you all that, what happens age by age, calendar year by calendar year, very quickly, how your platform for the next 9 years is. And I'll show you how, if you like to play lotteries, how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers. It's not me giving you the numbers. I give myself my numbers, not you. It is teaching you how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers, a step by step by step. It's not very difficult, and you'll be a specialist very soon on your own. Your health, I will go in detail, very much in detail, in this 90-minute session. And your lucky colors, lucky gemstones, lucky days, lucky directions, all these energies, when accumulated, they become very, very powerful. All you need to pay is your USD $50, and you'll get this 90-minute session with me. In the meantime, I wish you a good week. Thank you. Goodbye.